Greetings, everyone. I'm What Hamster.
I'm Paperline. We did it, guys. Try you. They listened. Sven clicked on What Hamster's video, and they listened.
They heard him, how angry he was, and then they're like, wow, there's actually people who want to buy Monster Hunter in the West.
Mission accomplished. Just make the banner for this set of videos just be the mission accomplished
No,
banner.
we don't want to jinx it. You know what happened when Bush did that. That was a jinx.
Hey, the mission got accomplished later.
Later. So people wanted me to use a hunting horn. I'm happy about that. I like the hunting horn. The hunting horn is
It's a
cool.
good weapon.
Yeah.
It's even better when you're not playing single player.
Yeah. I especially, speaking of Freedom Unite, yeah, that'll probably be the weapon I go for in multiplayer, hunting horn. Just because I think the hunting horn is a cool weapon, and there I pushed wrong buttons.
It's because you always play the cleric.
Yeah, how did you know? Yes, I always play the cleric, because nobody wants to play the cleric, so I have to be the hero. So nobody dies.
It's just something about you that says cleric.
Yeah. Or I might have told you something.
I don't remember things about things.
Things about things. You're starting to sound like what he had.
We hang out too much.
Probably. He seems like a cool dude, though. So...
See, here's Cephadrome. Cephadrome is pretend...
He's pretend...
guy.
He's pretend Plessia.
Yeah, he's
Only...
plus but fun. Because you can actually fucking kill him.
The only obnoxious part is that he's in the sand. And, so, the only thing I'm really going to need for this special training mission is going to gather some Sonic Bombs and a couple Mega Potions, which are in the same area. So, you know, I got my bases covered. Unfortunately, I got really unlucky with the Sonic Bombs right there. I barely got any.
Yeah, you don't need too many. I mean, just you're not on a timer here, so...
No, but, you know, want to do it as fast as possible, because, you know, you get better points. Show people that I'm not too horrible, you know.
You're too far gone for that.
Probably. I don't like that the trainer took his time to hide the potions inside the dung, though. That's kind of disgusting.
He fed them to the critter and the critter pooped it out.
The whole bottles?
It's a weird world in Monster Hunt.
I guess. I think he just did it because he's being a jerk, though.
Maybe he likes touching poop. It's not like Boxy
maybe
Brown
he's
doesn't
German.
like touching poop.
Maybe he's German. Okay, I apologize for that.
Do they like
bad.
poop?
That is the poop porn nation.
Really? Because
yeah, that is actually a thing.
I always just figured it was somewhere in South America because swap.avi.
No, I think it's Germany, but you know at least that's what the joke is.
Tell me more about your knowledge of poop porn.
That's as far as my knowledge goes, thankfully. I don't want to know more.
Sure thing, Sonny.
So, I actually lied. I do remember, yes, I do gather some paralysis knives because they're actually pretty nice to have. Especially considering you can just carve them off. Will paralyze you if you don't kill him anyways.
Hey, you're hitting him with his brother. You should be nicer to them. They're not idiots. They're helping you win.
Well, you're
the idiot. If you were smart, you would have just brought your own knives.
Well, it's a training mission. I can't.
You got owned.
What do you mean owned?
Owned by a Geoprey.
Oh, well, yeah. Like that. Well, I got killed by a Blanco. So that's worse, actually. No, wait. Yeah, I think Blancos are more dangerous than Geoprey, so I guess, yeah.
Oh, man, we're on like 80 different wavelengths here, I think.
Probably.
So you're just gonna grind for fucking knives.
Well,
and
I'm waiting for him to
can...
appear.
Oh, you want him here? I just thought you were trying to get all the knives so you'd like lock him up.
No, I'm just clearing out the area, getting knives for him to come here, because then it'll be easier to get to the area where he sleeps. See, there's a method.
He's here.
Yeah, he is. So it was coming here. At least they did give me small barrel bombs, which is kind of hard.
And the first thing you do is get hit by Baby's first attack.
Yeah, that's because I was busy checking the ration, thinking, nah, he can't get me. But, you know, I actually managed to...
Wow. I can't believe it gave you that hit.
Yeah, the only time to actually use the small barrel bombs is when he does give you the hit. Otherwise, you know, the small barrel bombs are pretty annoying to aim with. I've actually never really had much success aiming with the small barrel bombs for sonic attacks against Cephadrome until this fight here. Just mainly because I didn't...
Conveniently, it's just this recording. He's bad, guys. Don't worry. I can't wait to see you just die to Kuropeko or some shit.
Oh, come on. He's easy.
That's why I picked him.
That's why you picked him?
As the thing you will die to. I've got a spread going on, guys. Everyone in the thread, post who you think he's gonna die to. I eyeballed it with Peiko, man. I'm sure someone in the thread's gonna go lower and say Great Jaggy.
No, let's go. You know what? Let's lower the bar. Let's say Kelby. No.
You've died to Kelby before.
Yeah, you're not paying attention to them, and they're knocking you around. You're like, go away, I'm gathering, and then they knock into you enough times. But in such a case, it doesn't really matter, because you're just on a gathering mission, so you don't lose anything.
So, in both confusion and an attempt to be informative, I forget, is this guy actually weak to the ice that you have on your stupid hammer?
I know he's weak to lightning, but I don't...
That's what I thought.
Maybe has a little bit of weakness to ice, not sure. I know, like, for Tri, they've actually got damage charts for elemental weaknesses. Here, they just say he's weak to one element or two elements, and that's it.
Well, actually, it's weird because in Unite, there are actually, like, hit stones and stuff. Like, there are damage charts. It's just no one's made any, like, visual things for it. No one really knows, like everyone knows, you know, if you're fighting against Yankuku, go for the face, because that's where he's the weakest, unless you're doing a different thing.
Yeah.
He's weak to two elements, and one of them's on his wings, and the other's on his head. Like, there are damage charts, it's just bad.
Nobody has really made proper ones that are, you know, that you probably need to find an FAQ and dig through the FAQ for each monster, is what I'm...
Yeah, I don't know if the damage, like, if the setup for it is as detailed as everything else, because like in Try and P3rd and stuff, there's like, well, he's got 80 armor here, and 110 armor here, and 30 armor here, and I think in this it might just be he just takes extra damage on the wings to this.
Well, I know for some monsters, like Fatalis and so forth, they will actually make detailed guides, but that's just because it's Fatalis, and he will, Fatalis is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
He will murder you if you touch his fireballs.
That's why you bring a bow gun in single player mode.
There is none in the single player mode though, unless you go off the offline guild hall, of course.
Yeah.
Honestly, no. Just go for the bow with the like, apparently with a bow and the Acantor bow. You can solo him within like 5 or 10 minutes or something ridiculous like that. If you have Adrenaline +2 and Feline Heroics. And he's pretty easy to dodge if you just stand at a distance. But no, I will be doing something more tricky when I get to that. I will be using the Gun Lance with a gunning setup, because that's actually pretty decent against Fatalis. Just because it ignores armor. Yeah, so why I'm being slow here is because I know he's weakened, and I'm just waiting for him to go and rest so I can get some pot shots on him.
I'm limping.
Yeah. I almost feel sorry for it. Then I remembered Cephalos, and he annoys the hell out of me with his sand swimming.
The correct answer should have been, then I remember he's a monster and he has carbs.
Oh, yeah, that part of me kind of goes without saying, too. I figure, you know what, he's dead anyways, blow up his leg. And smash him in the head.
But the more items you use, the lower your score.
Well, I was hoping that the small barrel bomb would kill him, actually.
Mistimed.
Oh well. Maybe I should have punched him and then used the bomb.
Kick him. Kick him, yeah.
No, Cephalos, leave me alone. Oh, Cephalos never changed. I don't know if you saw one of the videos. Cephalos did break Diablos' horns in one of my videos. So, you know, that Cephalos was pretty cool, dude.
Well, at least it didn't steal your first ever Nargacuga kill like my fucking cat. I hate that guy.
Oh.
I fired him for that shit.
Oh, well. I have a buff cat, so, you know, he buffs me up, and no, he's an all-around cool dude who gets killed and he heals me and gives me damage buffs.
One day I'll have Cephalos for a cat, and then everything will be good. And I'll have Tri-Unite and a Cephalos cat and all the gear, and then I will go to sleep in my pumpkin princess castle.
You know, what I hope they do, though, I hope they, for the ultimate, tri-ultimate, that they do a little bit more with the housing. I would like.
I don't think they will.
No.
They doing the same thing that was in like the lobby system. They're keeping that. That's good, but like no one cares about the house.
Yeah, I still would like a little bit more customization to the house, but that's just me, maybe.
Oh, we getting a double feature here?
No, we're not getting a double feature.
Oh, we're looking at the next kits.
Yeah, we're looking at the weapon sets. So, sword and shield, paralysis. Actually, pretty good paralysis, sword and shield.
Geoffrey's a decent pick.
Yeah, and lots of lightning rods. I love toying around with lightning rods whenever they give them to me, just because they're fun to use.
But then they give you fucking Gunnery King. Well, fuck you too.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they give me Gunnery King when it doesn't affect bomb damage, does it?
I want to say no, but
I want to say no as well, because I think it only affects, you know, bowgun and gunlands.
Because they give you Bomber as well, so
Yeah.
what would be the...
But...
It's dumb.
Yeah. Oh well. But altogether, that's a really good paralysis weapon. So, you know, if people choose sword and shield, that'll be fun. I actually did
this sword.
I hope they don't choose this just because I actually did a similar setup in the single-player videos. I did use the exact same weapon.
Yeah, everyone uses this sword against Tigrex when they fight Babby's first Tigrex, because he's slow, so you can punish him with this sword, and it's easy to make, and he's also weak to the lightning, so, like, everyone ever owns this fucking sword.
Yeah, I just made it for Plesioth, so... you did get a lot of green sharpness, but honestly, the huge chunk of green sharpness isn't really that great for a great sword because you barely lose any sharpness unless you're blocking.
That's a hammer everyone owns.
Yeah, that's a gun hammer. And they give me power juice, and you don't really need more than power juice, I guess. And they give me +1 evade. That's actually very nice. Because my god, you'll need it against Plesioth.
Well, oh, I give you those juice, man. Chug your juice and turn on your charge slam and then run around.
Charge forever. And this is still a pretty good setup for Plesioth because you can just you can hide behind your shield and gun him, and he'll never touch you. So, but people have seen me do this a million times, so I don't think they'll choose the gunland setup.
Who would ever choose gunlands?
But you know that is still pretty good setup with guard +1, so I lose less stamina when I take a hit. And it's a good gunning gunland, so you know, all together, that's a pretty good thing. This setup is probably the easiest of them all to use against Plesioth because it is ranged, it is a bow gun, and they give you all of the ammo.
And potions and rations, what the hell?
I don't even need those, really. Well, maybe the rations for extra dodges, but that's it. What would you say I should use?
I would say the hammer.
Alright, the hammer, okay. Well, if nobody votes on anything or there's like some sort of deadlock, maybe I'll do hammer instead. Who knows?
I think Hammer is good again. Hammer's pretty good against Pleziot as long as he can pull him out of wherever he's hiding, because
Get a frog,
like
some
he'll
sonic
hip
bombs.
check you all day. He'll hip check you all day, but
Well,
if he can,
if you
if he
get him
can
to
if you
spray,
get a couple good shots on his legs, he'll fall right over. He's really weak that
well,
way.
either that or you get him to do his water spray and you get to the side of his head, smack his head with a full slam, and then dodge away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's. Oh God, does this game even have the thing where? Yeah, if you hit them in the foot.